Wagwan. You gotta forgive me, I ain't got my shades, I ain't got my darkers today, you know, so if you look into my eyes and you see heaven, yeah? Babes, just know what time it is, yeah? Alright? Cool. Alright, cool. So, today, 9 lessons I wish I learned before I learned them, obviously. Do you get me? So, these are 9 things, practical things. Every time you come here, you visit me, you say, you know, you click on one of my videos, you come and check me out. I'm going to try and make sure you leave with some extra XP. I'm going to make sure you try and leave with a little extra energy. I'm going to make sure you leave better than the man that you turned up 8 minutes, 30 minutes prior to this video. Do you understand? So, with that being said, let's get started, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, 9 things that I wish I knew sooner, yeah, in life, okay? And to be honest, this is 9 things I wish I knew earlier on in life. Like, I'm talking like 18, 20, 21, those sort of ages, right? But if you don't know them now, if you didn't know them then or you know them now, whatever, it's now time to lock in. And this might just reinforce some of your thoughts anyway. So, number 1, love yourself first, right? Too many of us are putting people in front of ourselves, whether it's family, friends, you know, strangers, whatever it is. Make sure you love yourself first. If you can't give love to someone if you don't love yourself, because then it just turns into poison, right? It turns into a chore. It turns out to you, you know, it then turns into you then neglecting yourself for someone else. Learn to love yourself first, my guy. Do you understand? You're number 1. Keep yourself good. Make sure you're eating right, living right, looking right. Everything about you is just right. Make sure everything about you is good. If it means you have to sacrifice some relationships or putting time into other people, then so be it. Because no one's good unless you're good. Okay? So love yourself. When I say love yourself, I mean every aspect. Like I said, eat right, sleep right, do everything, like, even down to the point of where you go, you know, like you might hit the spa once a week. You might go hit the sauna once a week. Do you know what I mean? Twice a week. Go get a massage. You know, go get some headspace. Yeah, don't be bending over backwards for no one, man. Right. So that's number 1. Yeah. Number 2, self-belief comes from action and anxiety comes from inaction. This is self-explanatory, yeah? Self-belief comes from action, right? So if there's anything that you want to do, go out and do it. Go out and achieve it. If you're trying to attain confidence and self-belief in yourself, start doing some things to prove to yourself that you've done things in the past and collect the data to show that you're that guy, bruh. Show that you're that guy. Show that you're that man, you know? But without the data, it's going to be hard for you to believe that. And I'm not talking about, you know, people might say, oh, you got to, you know, think ahead and manifest. No, I'm saying it's a small steps you got to make in your mind. If you say you're going to do something at a certain time, a certain day, or a certain way, make sure you do that and you stick to that, right? Because, like I said, you're collecting data in your mind. Your subconscious is collecting data, right? So every time you let yourself down in what you're saying, it creates anxiety. Understand? Okay, and inaction. So also from you not doing certain things because you're scared of doing it, or you know you're thinking twice about it, someone talks you out of it, that just brings you to anxiety. That's why you become anxious, you become stressed out, your head in your hands, and so on and so forth. So self-belief comes from action. So take massive action. If you have a choice you need to make that choice. Split the page in 2, write the pros, write the cons. It's something that I still do to this day. And I just list them out and I said, do you know what? This is what I'm going to do. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, cool. I'm not going to die. I'm going with that option there. And that way, when I look back in life, I know there's nothing or no one that can tell me that I didn't try my best, I didn't make the right choices. Whether or not it's the right choice, time will tell. You know, some choices you're going to make in life, you're not going to know whether or not if they're the right choice. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, and this goes for you young boys as well, man. Some of you old boys moving like young boys out there. And it's chase the experiences, not the feelings. And what do I mean by this? What I mean is, By chasing the experience, sorry, by chasing experiences, yeah. So traveling's experience, like meeting someone, meeting new people's experience, like go to different places, experience, be in the moment, be in the feeling, right? Sorry, yes, sorry. So the feeling would be like smoking weed. The feeling would be like drinking. The feeling would be just like having sex with whoever you want to have sex with, whenever you want to have sex with them, so on and so forth, right? That's the feeling side of it. And the experience side of it, actually experiencing and being there in the moment and really engulfing yourself in certain things. That could start by putting your phone down, getting out into the world, really having, heartfelt conversations and being in the moment and really feeling everything that you say and you do. Okay. So chase experiences, man. Like I said, whether it's traveling, I don't mean travel to party, because then you're just chasing the feeling, right? Don't chase the feeling, man. Chase the experience, because the experience is the receipts you're gonna have at the end of the day. The feeling are fleeting, okay? The feeling is fleeting. So, like I said, smoking weed, doing drugs, whatever it is, alcohol, anger in the moment, sexual lust in the moment, it's just for the feeling. It's just the feeling, right? The feeling, don't conflate the feeling with the experiences, okay? The experiences are gonna make you who you are because you soaked them up and you've really engulfed yourself into them. Okay. All right. And that's done. Number 4, I had to learn this one as well, man. You have to protect your energy and your mental space. These are kind of like more or less in order. If I sat down and really, move things around, I might tweak one or two, but I'd say they're more or less in order, give or take. Okay. They've got different values for different things. Okay. But you know how it goes already. So number 4, protect your energy and your mental state. This is so key. Like, I think only when you really experience, certain things in life and certain traumas in life here, you get to find out that protecting your energy is so vital. And you can feel energy with people when they come around you, whether it's someone new or whatever it is, you start to feel the energy and you realize, you know what? As much as this space might be on the outside, it seems fun and enjoyable, yeah, it's not actually doing anything for me. It's not stimulating me whatsoever. And if it is stimulating me in negative. So that could be a link up with the boys. That could be a certain girl. That could be a certain guy. That could be whatever it is. That could be a parent. That could be a teacher. That could be a sibling. That could be whatever you think it is or could be. Protect your energy. And sometimes it's also from protecting yourself as well. Learn to protect yourself. Okay? Because you don't want to be, like when your mental state is not right, you can be a danger to yourself, Okay. So protect your energy, protect your mental state. And the mental state part is more fiscal, I would say. It's two of the same. Do you understand? Like, it's two of the same. The yin and the yang, like, it's two of the same. The mental state is more a case of fortifying your mind, books, podcasts, speaking and having strong and internal conversations with yourself and with other people that can lift your mental state and vibrate at a higher frequency, man, and go to places off the celestial plane, baby. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Anyway, don't let this one go over your head, man. Protect your energy and your mental state. It's vital. Your mind mirrors your body. Your mind mirrors the body, right? Your mind mirrors the body. So how you look your mind tends to follow that, right? How you feel in your body tends to reflect how you feel in your mind, okay? So, whether that's your diet, you're working out, you're not working out, how your sleep is, whatever. So your mind has a close, very, 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 very close correlation with the body, right? So if you feel sick, or if you say, like, maybe you sneeze one time, you're like, do you know what? I think I'm getting sick. Just by you saying that and feeling like that, you're automatically going to start a chain of events in your body for you to then get sick, okay? So the mind mirrors the body. Get your body right, you get your mind right. You get your mind right, you get your body right. You can't have one without the other. The mind mirrors the body. Remember that. The mind mirrors the body. It's so key to remember this and to stay on point, right? Your mind mirrors the body. Okay? All right. So get your body right, get your mind right, get your money right, B. All right, cool. So we got never settle for less, right? Don't settle for less when you know you can do better. Don't settle for less. Don't be the one to, just because it's a quick money make or it's whatever it is, you feel like, do you know what, I'm just gonna do it, or do you know what I'm saying? Don't settle for less with a woman, especially the woman. Don't settle for less with your morals. Don't settle for less with your religion. Don't settle for less with your whatever it is. Do not settle for less. Have your moral high code or whatever you want to call it. Like your moral standard. Certain things that you don't cut, you don't bend towards, and don't settle for less. If you know that there's a standard that you live by, only have people like that around you. Do you understand? Sometimes we find ourselves being, over nice or whatever it is, or you know what I mean, which then this becomes detrimental to us because the door's open to anyone then. So never settle for less, man. That could be you ordering the food at a thing. Like, don't be arrogant. Don't be a mug. Yeah, but at the same time, have a level for yourself where you don't settle for less than what you know you deserve or what you've set for yourself. Okay? All right? Number 7, make your family name greater than what it already is. This is self-explanatory, bro. If you're not trying to do this, I can bring my son into this room right now, yeah? My son's a G. Your family name, make your family name greater than it already is. So whatever that family name is, yeah, whether you're a footballer, whether you're a businessman, whether you play sports, whether you do whatever it is you do, whatever you do, make sure you leave a lasting legacy on your family name. That could be finances, that could be knowledge, that could be impact on the world, whatever it is. As long as you have this in your artillery or in your mind or somewhere in your scope of your personality that you're trying to make greatness out of your family name, yeah, then you're on the right track. But make your family name greater than it already is. And I encourage all of you to do ancestry, look at your family name, see where you come from. You know what I mean? See where the name was built from and see what it's about. And then say, okay, cool, I'm going to do something greater than this. And if there's nothing to it, make something for it. All right? Cool. So, okay, number 8. Number 8 kind of ties to number 6. Find your core values that you would die for, okay? Whether that's, I don't steal, I don't cheat, I don't take interest, I don't hit women, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't sleep around. Whatever it is, find your core values that you would die for. Values that no matter what, they can put a gun to your head. They can say, brother, I will give you 10 milli if you just do this or just do that. And you say, nah, you know what? I'd rather die. Yeah? Because then, those values, it's like little snaky things that guys do. Like, they were sleeping with the guys' girls and that. Like, it's their boy's girlfriend or like their boy's wife or whatever. They're sleeping with them and moving all weird and that. Like, you don't do them things, man. But yeah, find your core values that you would die for. Whatever that is to you, you stick to it. You don't steal, like I said. Don't cheat. Whatever your core value is, you stick to that. Don't break it for nobody. And number 9, one of my favorite. I put it at the end. See a little man here skinning bare teeth. Yeah? Little man here is Pain. His name is Pain. Yeah? Pain is our friend. As a man, Pain is our friend. You know what we said? A friend of mine said to me, yeah? He said, women are meant to feel pain and men are meant to suffer. Pain in that regard to a woman, it's physical, right? Pain in this regard is more like the struggle, right? The push. I know, obviously, I'm going to mention gym now. So pain is our friend, right? Pain is our friend. So as difficult as that pill might be to swallow, pain is our friend, right? Whether that's the gym, you go in there, you break your muscles, you're tired, you're weak, whatever it is, you gotta eat, you gotta sleep, you gotta get stronger. You try and chase your dreams, you try, you fail, you fail, you try, you fail. One day you'll succeed, right? Relationships, you try, you fail, you try, you fail, you try, you fail. One day you'll succeed. Pain in every aspect is our friend. Pain pushes you through boundaries that you never knew you could have broken. Pain pushes you through the darkest times, the darkest days that you never knew you had the energy to push through or the ability to push through to. Pain is honestly our friend. If it weren't for pain, we'd all be docile and sitting around and comfortable and lazy. Pain is what men run towards, and the men who run away from it are the men who are far too comfortable, fat, lazy, sitting on their ass and do whatever it is they do, and they want an easy way out. All right? So take pain as your friend and also choose your pain, because one way or another, I'm sure you guys know, is one way or another, life is going to be painful. So choose your pain. Choose what pain you're going to have in life and make that pain your friend. You're good to go. Yes, sir. I'll catch you on the next one.